Watch closely now. 3, 2, 1. Boom! What? But how? That's not teleportation! We felt this sensation before. The technique Luther used to control time? Yep. He fiddled around with me and finagled a way to copy that, I guess. By the way, if you call that a technique, Cassie will get super fussy and be all like, "It's magic, damn it!" Reggie and Mary would always shake their heads and act totally stumped. Oh yeah, Reggie and Mary are still around, right? They'd know who I am. I'm sorry. Reggie? Mary? Who are you talking about? I mean Regius and Maria. They're still alive and kicking, right? They wouldn't appreciate those nicknames. You can tell, huh? They always did tell me to knock it off with those.
They're both out on assignment. We won't be able to see them for a while.
No, that's a shame. Wait, meeting them wouldn't help anyway. They're not tied to Xion, so they wouldn't see me. You know Xion? Totally. We spent a lot of time together. I know about Xiao, too.
So people can only see you if they have a tie to Xion. Is that why you came to us? Akashic Records ghost?
Yep. The way things are now, you're the only ones who can sense me. And you're the only ones who can do something about what's going on. I know this must be hard for you to swallow. I'll tell you everything I know. Could you at least hear me out? Photons are like an element tied to the Akashic Records. To oversimplify it a bit, they're the Akashic Records itself. Photons are everywhere. See, they're like the ink the Akashic Records uses to record all events in the universe. The way we use them is like we access a record of energy generation and reproduce it. Photoners were masters of utilizing photons as energy, but there's so much more you can do with them. As for how, well, that's where it gets kinda tricky. I'll bet Xion figured she couldn't explain it well enough, so she stuck with teaching you to utilize them as energy. I kind of understand it. I have a better grasp of photons than most. But as for how you can handle them so well, or what it takes to use them like that I can't explain. If only I could explain it clearly, we'd probably be living in a much better world right now. Would it be a brighter world? One full of happy places and smiling faces? Sometimes I wonder. The first Clarice Craze, from the legendary trio of heroes who came before me. I wouldn't call us legendary. For one thing, we were active like 40, 50 years ago tops. All I was good at was tricks and cheats. The second is way, way better than me at actual arc stuff. That, and technically, I'm not actually Clarice Craze. You're not? It's kind of confusing to explain, but Clarice Craze is the name of the collection of photons that used to be inside of me. Huh? What? That's not helping, is it? Okay. How about this? I had a split personality. A split personality? So, I used to be super weak and bedridden a lot, right? I'd always talk to the photons inside me, 'cause, hey, not like I had anything better to do. Then, what do you know? They took on a personality of their own. Boy, did that ever throw me for a loop at first. And if you think it threw me off, you should have seen the people around me. She had a real mouth on her. And when it came to combat, it was a pain to move around, so I always let her do all the heavy lifting. She was always a real go-getter. Eventually, That earned her the name Clarice Craze. I guess that's why Reggie and Mary don't call me Clarice Craze. I don't mind either way, but I think it'd be better for them if you call me Alma when I'm me. Yes, ma'am. Consider it done. By the way, could you please not call me ma'am? Sure. Right. So, Alma, what has become of the first Clarice Craze inside of you? She left this body here to me and, vanished. What do you mean, left it to you? Maybe I didn't phrase that right. I guess you could say that when I lost my corporeal body, she became a new vessel for me. So basically, it's like my body's Clarice Craze, and my mind is Alma. So Clarice Craze protected you, Alma? Calling it protecting is kind of a disservice to her, I think. I mean, the last thing she said to me was, "Now we're even." Maybe that means I'm also Clarice Craze in a sense. Maybe I should get used to being called that after all.
Let's review. Sierra, run an expansion progress simulation based on the new black hole's present status.
Yes, sir. Putting it on the monitor. This is the new black hole that popped up at the same time that you went missing. And this is a prediction assembled from a Florenberg black hole analysis based on present information. Everything's getting swallowed. The world will turn all black. Conventional black holes do not expand at this velocity. Something's clearly up here.
Alma, tell me something. You called yourself a ghost of the Akashic Records. This return was undoubtedly due to your power. The readings were inside the black hole. So it stands to reason that you were in there. And you came from there. Tell me, what's in there? Where does that black hole lead?
I think you know the answer to that, Xiao. There's only one thing there. The location where the planet Xi'an used to be. The origin point. The birthplace of the universe. It's the Akashic Records itself. And you got lost on that world. Let's call it Omega for convenience's sake. The world of Omega is the Akashic Records made manifest. Maybe it would be easier to say it's what the Akashic Records dreams of. Records made manifest? Does that mean that the string of events on Earth, that ether has something to do with this? Probably. Photons are tied to the Akashic Records. I bet photons fused with aether that became altered on Earth, and that's why they got all crazy. But I thought the Akashic Records were Xi'an, and she's gone now. Well, you're a little off. Xi'an is Xi'an. The Akashic Records are the Akashic Records. It's true that with Xi'an gone, there's no one left who can access the Akashic Records. But the Akashic Records are still there. It's just that there's nobody left to see them. The universe is still being recorded. So basically, the Akashic Records are a library, and Xi'an's a librarian? Oh, good one! That's a perfect comparison, I'd say. The library still stands, even if there's nobody around to manage it. Nobody was supposed to be able to access the Akashic Records to begin with, but the Akashic Records have manifested themselves as a single world, Omega.
The profound darkness jumped to this visible manifestation of the Akashic Records and fused with it, thus leading to the creation of a potentially universe-consuming black hole, I take it.
Dreams are what we see when our brains are organizing our memories. It's the same for the Akashic Records. I think the Akashic Records are dreaming while sifting through its memories of the whole universe. That dream has taken shape. Well, actually, it's a little more complicated than that. The thing is, malice has entered the dream. If we don't do something, everything's gonna be engulfed in darkness. The past, the future, all creation as we know it. That's why I came here. I'm gone now, but I still want to see the future that all of you and Shion worked to weave. I think I've covered everything I can explain. Would you be willing to help me out? Thank you.
The profound darkness has infiltrated the Akashic records. We have to slay it and sever their link. It's straightforward enough work. No different from what we've been doing so far. The thing is, I'm coming up blank as far as how to get there. And what Omega's condition is. First off, how do we physically reach Omega? There are no ARC ships capable of probing into a black hole.
Easy! We stopped time for the launch!
Why am I not surprised you can do that? Is it every Claris Crae's job to pull ludicrously crazy stunts?
Sorry, I think I'm lost.
Basically, gravity doesn't apply when time is stopped. We bypass the black hole's innate supergravity by stopping time. Then we send you to Omega. The theory is sound, sure, but it's still crazy.
It's not crazy at all. I got someone out, so there's nothing stopping me from sending someone back in. Not gonna lie, though, it'll be exhausting to do alone. It would be so much easier if Claris Crae's were here. So, second, could you give me a hand?
Who? Me?
I could use another photon manipulation expert. You'll do fine, really.
Okay, I'll do my best. You do the same and be careful, okay?
Sierra, you should head to Omega 2. I'll take over ship management for the time being.
You can count on me. Oh, wait. Does that mean I'm going inside Omega? I'm not proud of it, but combat is not my thing.
Okay, I'll try to give you a form that will allow you to focus more on navigation. How about that, Sierra? Exactly what form it will be might depend on what kind of mood Omega's in, though.
I don't know about this. This isn't how I imagined my first field assignment was gonna go. Well, okay. I look forward to working with you.
Here's how this is gonna work. We'll approach the time-stopped black hole in the gateway ship. It'll be easier to send you over a shorter distance, so once you're ready, commandeer the gateway ship, okay? The world of Omega is what the Akashic records dream of. It's a jumbled up mishmash of all the records in the universe. The civilization and culture of Omega comes from random planets and eras logged in the Akashic records. It's a waking dream spawned from the collective memories of an entire universe, so you're bound to run into all sorts of crazy stuff. I know I'm the one who asked you to go, but stay on your toes, okay? And take care of things.
Here! Over here! Surprised? I was surprised myself. I was speechless. At least I can always stay close to you in this form.